So let's talk about apologies after a failed takedown. Oh my God. I have seen that scenario far too many times. Apology accepted, access denied. A lot of people are very, very, very misunderstood on the concept of forgiveness and reconciliation, and I am going to use this video to teach you the difference. Forgiveness is for you. It's always good to forgive. If you're a believer, you have to forgive. But a lot of people don't understand the premises for reconciliation. No one is going to reconcile, become buddy-buddy, and give access to a man who was an abuser or a man that beat you up during a relationship. Yeah, they're going to apologize because they may not want to go to jail, or they may not want you to press charges on them, but they're only apologizing because they tried to take you down and they failed, and they're trying to hurry up and clean up their mess and get into your good graces. I've forgiven everyone who's done me harm in my life, but I'm not going to give access to everyone. Just because I forgave you doesn't mean that I'm going to give you access to me again. And it doesn't mean I'm going to reconcile and sit with you on a table and talk it out. Because I look at the foundations as to why I broke away from the relationship and as to why the relationship ended. If you try to ruin my business, or you randomly got up one day and decided to sabotage my reputation without cause, or you decided to just publicly humiliate me or go out of your way to ruin opportunities for me from jealousy and envy, I forgive you, but I'm never reconciling with you again. Like, you're an enemy. Like, that's dangerous. I would never build a bridge with someone who tried to come after me without reason. And that is the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is the premises for reconciliation. I won't reconcile with everyone. If you made a mistake, if we had a disagreement, if we had a misunderstanding, you're truly sorry, you're truly remorseful. We had a disagreement, we had a little argument, words went flying. We were in the heat of the moment. We said things we didn't mean. We made up, we forgave each other, and we're trying to get back on track. That's fine. But I'm not going to reconcile with someone who is sending emails or making phone calls to get someone to not work with me. I'm not going to reconcile with someone who tried to virtually publicly humiliate me or create chaos or drama with me. I'm not going to reconcile with friends from the past who tried to set me up or didn't defend me or allowed me to walk into a lion's den. I don't reconcile with everyone. I have to look at the foundation as to why we stopped talking in the first place. And if the reason why our communication ended was because you did something extremely extreme to me, apology accepted, but access denied. Because it's very dangerous to have a snake in your garden. You don't make amends with snakes. I mean, that wouldn't make sense. Like, if you find out that somebody was making calls to get people to not work with you, yeah, they may come and say, hey, I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry that I made calls and told people that you're awful and I lied and I told them to not work with you and I ruined business opportunities for you. I'm sorry. It's okay. I accept your apology, but I'm not going to let you back into my life. You're like an enemy. Like, you tried to ruin me. So a lot of people don't really understand when to reconcile with someone. You have to look at what they did. If somebody went on a master diabolical agenda to ruin you without cause, meaning you didn't do anything to this person, their agenda was purely fueled by envy and jealousy, you let that person back in your life and you're going to end up like Selena. So that is what you don't do. And that is what I see a lot of people doing, is reconciling with people who did the most extreme things to them, thinking that they're not going to do it again. So apology accepted, access denied. And another thing is, a lot of people are just apologizing to you because they fear the power that you're about to have, or they didn't think that you were going to become who you are today. So they want access to the new version of you. I had my mother ask me a question a couple days ago. She said, oh, what if people from your past, what if they come across you online and they try to reach out to you or something? I'm like, it's a no-go. If somebody wasn't with me at the bottom, you don't get access to me as I'm on my way to the top or as I'm at the top. I respect myself. A lot of this stuff comes down to self-respect. People who don't respect themselves allow people to walk in and out of their life. People who have a lack of self-respect, people who have a lack of boundaries, they're treated like what do you call that? A rotational door. They're treated like an elevator where people are just coming on you and getting off, getting in and getting out. People don't take you seriously because you're always there and they're free to come back whenever they please. I carry myself with value and honor. So no, the premises for reconciliation is it's really going to depend on why we stopped talking. That is the first thing I'm going to assess. What ended with us and how did it end? What did you do? And I'm going to say, what did you do? Because 9 times out of 10, if I cut someone out of my life, it's because they did something to me. So what did you do is what I'm going to think about. I mean, that's the first thing I'm going to think. And I'm going to think about the offense. I'm going to think about what it was. Yes, I forgive everyone, but I'm still going to think about what you did. And then I'm going to decide if the foundation of what you did leaves room for reconciliation. But if you try to randomly grab me by my ankles and pull me down and you try to destroy me and you can't tell me what I did to you to make you want to do that, you're like the devil. I can't let you back in my life because you're a danger to my life. So we need to know the difference between a genuine apology for a misunderstanding and wanting to rebuild a relationship and somebody who's apologizing to you because their destruction plan of you failed and now they fear your power, or someone who is apologizing to you because they want access to the new version of you. This is something that men do too, where let's say they were talking to you when you were in high school, college, still having the baby face, and then they ghost you or they drag you through the mud or they play all these hot and cold games. And now you come back looking like the baddest chick ever. And all of a sudden he's in your DMs and you're like, wait a minute. I used to talk to this guy. Why did we stop talking again? And then you remember all the games he played. Are you going to give him a chance? No. He's trying to just get access to the newer, more ascended, better, hotter, more attractive, more confident version of you. He had his chance. He had his chance and he blew it. So there's no coming back after that. So understand that apologies usually come after a failed takedown or after someone disrespected the version of you that they thought you would stay as. A lot of times on my social media, on my TikTok, I see people from the past. I see high school people from the past. I see men from the past. And, they hear my messages, so they know that they can't reach out because it's not going to happen. But I'm just saying that a lot of times you have to look at the premises of the apology. Is this person truly sorry, or are they apologizing because they want to regain access to the newer, more elevated version of me? That reminds me of Whitney Houston. I remember she came out with some song. I think it was I Will Always Love You. I don't remember what song it was. And MTV refused to play it because Whitney was a Black, beautiful, talented woman, confident Leo woman. A lot of people don't like Leo women because of that confidence that we have. They don't know us, but they don't like it because it's the confidence that angers them, right? So they retaliate without cause because they envy the confidence that we have. So MTV did not want to play her new single for whatsoever reason. And then once the single got really popular and started making mad numbers, now MTV wants to write her a letter with an apology as to why they couldn't play it on their station. And now they want to interview her. And she said, absolutely not. Okay. Sometimes they apologize because the takedown failed, or they're apologizing because you are now a version of yourself that they did not expect you to be. And you have to be very ignorant to allow somebody who wasn't with you at the bottom, or allow somebody who humiliated you while you were at the bottom to be with you at the top. Do not forget, January 15th, we have How to Build a Business from Scratch Masterclass at 7 p.m. Calling everybody who wants to be an entrepreneur, calling everybody who really wants to make it big in the business world. And also January 25th, we will have my class that I'm so excited about on feminine power, everything divine feminine, avoiding energy harvesting, energy siphoning, how to get through the world with confidence, and how to not let your essence leak. Love you guys, and we'll talk tomorrow.